Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss a way through which we can find and remove the duplicate rows from Excel using Claude AI. Okay, so in short, you can say that we are continuing our Excel data cleaning series where we are utilizing the Claude AI web version or a free version to perform some operation related to Excel data. Okay. Now to perform this task to find and remove duplicate rows from Excel data using Claude AI, we have two ways. One is to do it manually. Of course, we are not going to do that because in the era of AI, it's always recommended to spend less time on repetitive work, right? Second approach is we can use a Claude. Now for Claude also, like, we have two approaches. One is a paid version, like either you can use Claude AI paid version that you can easily integrate with your Claude AI, but there you are supposed to pay, right? But I'm assuming that most of us don't have the paid version, so for them, like, I've created the series where you will find a web interface use case. That means you can use the free version of Claude in order to perform your task. The only difference between paid and free version is that, like, here if you are utilizing the paid version, then there is no need to copy paste the data once the result is created, because it will automatically analyze the data from your Excel and paste it. But in case of web version, that extra effort is needed. We will just prepare the data, and then from web to Excel we can copy paste it. But I'll give you the prompt that will work for both the methods, and it won't need your much efforts. Okay. All right. So now let's see how it goes. So firstly, like, I have prepared some data set so that I can show you how we have the data and what kind of data we have and what we are going to perform on it. So here you can see we have repeated records. So if you look at 1001, one record is there, one is here, and likewise we have here. Okay, so and all records, all columns have similar value. So this kind of value you will find everywhere. So for now we have only 10 records, but in real world scenario there might be thousands of records. So in that case, if you are doing it manually, then that is not even possible, right? So how to write a prompt? Because in overall this series we are learning about the prompt engineering. We know how to write prompt, right? So usually what happen, like, students or developers or users of Excel, they directly write a simple prompt that convert this data and remove the duplicate entries. Yes, sometime you will get 100% result from it, not 100%, at least 98%, but it might contain some wrong data. Why? Because we are not specifying the things properly. We are not writing the detailed prompt. Okay, so in today's session we are going to see how to write a detailed prompt for this task so that it will work perfectly for all your data. And don't get confused, we have 10 records, so maybe some of you might be thinking like we can do it manually, but that's not a right approach. So we will write a detailed prompt that will work for your thousands of data. Okay, so we just need to mention the data and it will work. Okay, so let's see what prompt we have. So this is the prompt. I'm in my second tab where I have noted down the prompt in a very detailed manner. So let's see how I have noted that down. So first thing is, I have mentioned here, act as a Microsoft Excel expert and perform the following task. Okay, so I assign the role to my prompt to my Claude that you are my Microsoft Excel expert and you have to perform some task. After that, I will specify what kind of data I have and how we can what we want. So I just simply mentioned I have an Excel sheet with duplicate rows. Identify and remove all duplicate rows from the table data. Okay, so I just clearly mentioned that I have one Excel sheet with some duplicate rows and I want to identify and remove all those duplicate rows from the data. But what all rules should be applied? So let's see one by one. Rules are very important because if you know how to specify rule as per your requirement, then Claude will be 100% sure that what exactly you want, and it will perform that operation perfectly. So first rule says a row is a duplicate only if all columns match exactly. Okay, so it should not consider the row duplicate if, let's say, name is same but numbers are different, because there it is because one person might have multiple name, right? Like in Excel sheet we might have multiple similar kind of names, right? So that is not a duplicate. Duplicate is considered only if it contains all column exactly matched. Okay, so this is my first rule. A row is a duplicate only if all columns match exactly, like order ID, customer name, product, city, amount. Second thing says keep only the first occurrence of each duplicate row, remove all the repeated rows. Okay, so in second case we have clearly mentioned that you have to keep the first occurrence of each duplicate row and remove all the repeated rows. Third rule says do not remove rows that have even one different value in any column. Okay, so just mention it clearly, otherwise what will happen, it will get confused and it will provide you the wrong data. Then we have fourth rule that says output must have exactly 5 columns including order ID, customer name, product, city and amount. And fifth rule says return only the clean data with header row, no extra explanation. Okay, so I don't want Claude to provide me some extra information, I just need my work to be done, and that's what I wanted. Okay, so I clearly mentioned that I don't need any kind of explanation. In case if you are learning or if you want to learn more about it, so you can just mention please provide the required explanation. Okay, fine. Now here I am providing the data. Now we are not using the Claude paid version, that's why like I'm specifying the data here, so that because in Excel web interface data is not there, so I will just paste it manually here and then I will use this prompt, and whatever output we will get from there we will copy it. But in case of paid version there is a benefit, like we are not supposed to write data, we will just write a detailed prompt and it will perform the operation automatically. Okay, fine. Now you can see we have this two important line. Fifth line, this line says return only the clean data. Okay, 1 row per line, values separated by tab, no files, no explanation, no extra output. Okay, so this is my requirement. And next I mentioned put the output inside a code block so tabs are preserved when copying. Okay, so always make sure that it is in the output block, otherwise what will happen, like when we copy paste it from web interface it will paste it as a normal text, but we want it in a tabular format, right? So that is why I mentioned this very important line. Okay, so prompt is ready, and trust me, like this prompt is something that you can use with any AI model, doesn't matter which one you are using, and also it will work with both paid version as well as the free version. Okay, so let's see what output we will get from it. Okay, so now here what I'll do, I'll just simply copy this prompt and go to my, I'm using incognito chat so that it doesn't save my memory, and now I'll just simply paste it here and press enter. It will take few seconds and then it will show you the output. So you can see output is here. Okay, and also wait, reapplying rule 3 carefully, and this is the data. Here is the correctly deduplicated output. Okay, it is also telling us duplicate removed, keeping the first occurrence, and row number 7 duplicate of row 2 9. So it also tells us what all thing. I think this information is fine, right? So if this kind of information is coming, it's completely fine, because we wanted to know like what all records are there. So let's verify 1 or 2. Okay, so it says that a duplicate of row 2 is in row number 7. Okay, let's verify, because verifying is very important, otherwise what will happen, it might generate a wrong data, because it's AI, we can't completely trust it, right? So row number 2 and row number 2 is Priya Mehta, and 7 that means 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah, so it is referring the same record. That means it is working fine. So now what I can do, I can simply use this code block and copy it, and then wherever I want to paste my corrected data, I'll paste it. Okay, So you can see data is coming properly. So this is how like you will find and remove the duplicate records in Excel using Claude AI for data cleaning purposes. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.